Daytona Beach, Florida, home to Hanksters, Hot Rods, Muscle Car, and Collector Car Showroom. Where we own all of our vehicles, we are not a consignment dealership. During the next 7 to 8 minutes of this video presentation, we are going to go over our buying process. So if you're already familiar with our process or you've watched our videos in the past, please feel free to fast forward to today's vehicle presentation. In Daytona Beach, we have a 25,000 square foot facility where we house 60 to 70 collector cars, all of which we own. Hanksters.com. We are an internet-based business. We have 80 to 100 photographs on our website of each vehicle, along with a 20 to 25 minute video presentation. The reason we have this content on our website is because the majority of the transactions we conduct month after month and year after year are done sight unseen. Yes, people wire us money for $30,000, $50,000, $70,000 cars without ever coming to look at them. However, I do not encourage that you do this. Classic cars, they're awesome, nostalgic, have great looks, get a lot of compliments, a lot of eyeball, a lot of appeal. But they're 30, 40, 50-year-old cars. They are not that brand new car that you're going to go get from your Ford or Dodge dealer or Chevrolet dealership. They all have flaws, deficiencies, weaknesses, tendencies, some of which we try to disclose in our video presentation and in our photos on our website. I encourage you to come in person to check out the car for yourself. We would gladly pull the car outside for you. You can check out the paint condition, interior condition, real good out in the natural light. You can pop the hood, you can pop the trunk, look the car over real good with your own eyes. We have 2 twin post lifts here in our Daytona showroom. We'd be more than happy to put the car in air for you if you'd like us to. You can check out the undercarriage, the suspension components, the bottom of the motor, the bottom of the transmission, the floor pan condition, the tire condition. We'll let you drive the car. You can see how the car stops, starts, steers, accelerates, how the transmission shifts, how the ride feels, if there's any noises you don't like, if there's any kind of vibrations or anything like that you do not like. This way, when the vehicle shows up to you wherever you're at in the United States or in the world, there are no surprises because you were here and you went over the car for yourself in its entirety. In our photo shoots and in our video presentations, we try to represent each vehicle as honestly and as accurately as we possibly can and offer full transparency. However, we can only cover so much content in a 20-minute video presentation, and this is why we encourage you guys to come in person and check the car out for yourself. What happens next? Once you decide on your classic ride, where do we go from here? If you're a cash buyer, we accept cashier's check from your bank and bank wire transfer. And if you're coming to visit us in person, you want to bring us cash, we'll take that too. That does still spend today, believe it or not. Maybe you don't have the cash to buy one of these cars. What are my financing options? We work with a few different collector car lenders that offer terms on these vehicles. The terms start at 5 years and they go up to 15 years. Approval is going to be based on your credit bureau, debt to income ratio, time on the job, time at your residence, price of the car, things like that. I discussed 15-year term. They aren't going to do 15 years on a $25,000 car. There is price cutoffs for that 15-year approval, and obviously you have to qualify on the credit end. The loans from the lenders are simple interest loans, which means if your payment's $500 a month and you pay $800 a month, the extra $300 goes towards principal. Also, no prepayment penalty. So if you get approved for an 8-year term, which is about the average approval term, and you pay it off in 12 months, they aren't going to penalize you for doing so. So that makes it nice to own one of these classics also. Short-term money loans, you can do that. And then you can pull money out of your home equity line or your 401k or pull cash out of the bank, whatever the circumstances that you have are. Once the vehicle is paid for, what happens? The car goes through a pre-delivery inspection process. We sell old cars. Anything can stop working, anything can start leaking at any given moment. Therefore, we put the vehicle through one last shakedown prior to it leaving our facility and heading your direction. We torque the lug nuts, we check the tire pressure, we check the fluid levels, make sure the AC is blowing cold if it's equipped, make sure your brake lights work, your horn works, your wipers work, all of that stuff. Once it's green lighted and the guys say it's good to go, then we detail it. After it goes through detail, a carrier is dispatched if we are the ones handling the shipping. We can typically have a truck here within 48 hours. However, If you're in a more rural or remote destination, or a holiday falls in there, or maybe you're on the West Coast where they do fewer runs because of obviously the travel distance, it may take 3, 4, 5 business days to get a truck here, but I promise you, we know you're excited to get your ride. We are excited we earned your business as a customer. We will get you your vehicle as quickly and as safely as we possibly can. If you're the one handling the shipping, let's say you're sending your own carrier, or you're coming with your own enclosed or open transport, or you're driving the car home because you're close enough, we'll let you know when the vehicle is ready and you can come pick the vehicle up. That about covers our purchasing process here at Hankster's Hot Rods of Daytona. So let's get started with today's vehicle presentation. At Hankster's Daytona Beach, we do fantastic with Ford Mustangs, and today we have a 1970 Mach 1 Calypso Coral car with a Marty report. So let's check it out. Our motor compartment presentation, engine compartment presentation is going to be pretty simplistic. It's a 351. It's a period correct 351, and the car started life with a 351, so it is from 1969. There is no power brake booster, so it tells you there is no power brakes. There is no power steering reservoir here on the driver's side of the block, so there's no power steering. And on the passenger side of the block, there's no AC compressor, so the car does not have AC either. The car was born Calypso Coral, though, with a 351 in it, and it was born in the state in which we bought it from, which is the Lone Star State, Texas. Okay, so paint on the car. I would rate this 8.5 out of 10. It's really nice. Your hood scoop here is painted black. The stripes are vinyl. The paint on the hood, top of the fenders, cowl area, all in real nice shape. Chrome on the front bumper, also in nice condition. We do not have any history on this car. We just know where we bought it from. We know we have a Marty report. When the motor was rebuilt, tranny was rebuilt, anything like that, when the car was painted, we don't have any of that history. If we did, we would happily disclose it in our video presentation. Lower spoiler, black plastic, down low, in one piece, in good shape. Take a look at the driver's side front fender. Once again, I'm not going to really be able to show you many paint flaws on the car because there aren't that many. Other than, normal wear and tear, chips and scratches. There's no clear coat fade. There's no issues with the color whatsoever. There's no blistering, bubbling, cracking, anything like that going on. So hopefully you can see in the video around the wheel well here, down low where our Mustang badge meets our Mach 1 paneling, all in real nice condition. The wheels on the car, in good shape. Coopers are a newer tire. We'll check the tire condition when we have it on the lift and do our undercarriage presentation. The glass on the car, also in real nice shape. Let's start with the front windshield. No cracks, chips, scratches. Real nice clarity and presentation in the front windshield area. I mentioned already the cowl is in nice shape, but we will also check out the, cowl up close while we're here. Wiper arms in good condition. Dual mirrors painted the same color as the vehicle. The driver door, once again, color, uniform, clear, uniform. No issues where the door there meets your lower molding, your Mach 1 molding. Real nice condition throughout the driver door. Nice body lines on the car too. We'll show you those here in just a few moments. Paint up on the roof. Once again, uniform clear and real nice. No debris, no water blisters, anything like that going on. There are a couple chips here by the drip rail. Just a couple little nicks out of the drip rail, but up on the roof itself in real nice shape. Let's continue on to the rear quarter, and while we're there, we'll pop open the driver's side door real fast before we continue on with the paint presentation in the exterior body, and we'll show you a little bit of the interior of the car. So we'll start out with the door panel. Vinyl in good shape, wood grain in good condition, carpeting at the bottom of the door all in real nice shape. We'll get a shot of the center console and we'll show you why this car is going to be desirable. It is a 4-speed car, so you have a 4-speed Mach 1 true Mach 1 that started life as a 4-speed with a 351 in Calypso Coral. So a lot of positives going for this car. Let's check out the back seat. Back seat's in real nice condition. You have OEM seat belts back there. Nice seats, not ripped, torn, heavily discolored, worn out. Carpeting in the car. You got these huge floor mats in there. Carpeting in pretty decent condition. You do have some areas of, you know, looks like they had like maybe a smaller floor mat in here. There's a little bit of lighter black than darker black. Maybe where you had some sun fade or whatever. But floor mats in the car are brand new. So those are in good shape. And I don't know why they make such a huge floor mat for a small back seat area. Let's see if it's a, no fold down back seat, so that you know that. Driver seat's in good condition. Real nice, again, material on the seat itself. Good cushion. There is a little tiny puncture right there. It's not really, it's so small I'm not even sure if you can see it with the camera or not, but it's there. I believe the car has a rim blow. Maybe. No rim. I thought I had a rim blow. That's another one I'm thinking of. No rim blow steering wheel. So we'll check out the steering wheel on the test drive portion of the video. Front floor mat in nice shape. Brand new. We put them in there. And the carpeting underneath, you got mostly covered by the rubber there. But you see up where it meets the center console is in nice condition. Center console itself and your dash pad's also in nice shape. We'll check those out a little closer when we're on the test drive portion of the video. This way you guys can see it a little better. Also, the headliner in nice shape, not torn or discolored or sagging or anything like that going on. All right, so let's continue on to our rear quarter and check out our paint and our body lines. First, paint around the wheel well there. Nice condition, no cracks, blisters, bubbles. And then we'll get a shot down the side of the car, the body line. Nice rear quarter, not all wavy. Driver's door meets nicely to the rear quarter, flush. Lines up nicely your body line here to the front fender. It's a nice car. Glass clarity on the rear windshield. Real nice, some of the better glass I've seen on these older cars. I don't know if you can see through the glass with the glare, but you can see, I can see there's some 6x9s mounted back there. Your speaker area, your speaker shelf, hat rack area, whichever you would like to call it, looks to be in pretty good shape as well. Your rear spoiler is painted black. The paint on the rear spoiler is in pretty decent shape. Once again, no issues really to speak of on the paint condition for the spoiler. And the same goes for the deck lid. Deck lid's in nice shape. No paint issues there. Once again, the Mach 1 badging, I guess I shouldn't say the badging, the stripes, the Mach 1 striping is vinyl, both on the hood and on the rear top of the quarters and the deck lid. All in nice condition, black, not faded, peeling, cracking. Mach 1 designation in the center of the deck lid. Chrome bezels around your brake lights. For those of you that are Mustang enthusiasts or Ford followers, you know that the Mustang rear tail light bezels have a tendency to want to pit, corrode, patina. These are in real good shape on the car. All the chrome on the rear end, including the bumper, chrome tips, everything looks to be in real nice shape. Your gas cap, all in real good condition. There is a little nick right there out of the rear quarter where it got scratched or something. And there's a little like black mark down there. It's like almost a little piece of rubber or something. Let's take a look in the trunk. That's where you're going to find our Marty report. So let's go over this real fast. This will come with the car, and there are also still photos on our website. But 1970, built at Dearborn, Mach 1, 351. September 69 is when the car was built, so it has I believe it's April of 69 motor in it, so 2 + 2 = 4. Once again, it's a period correct motor, so there's no partial VIN, so you figure it out. Mustang Mach 1, Calypso Coral paint. So it came with a 3-speed manual transmission. So it did start life with a manual car. It's got a 4-speed in it now. Dealer number 52T685, 351 Windsor, so on and so forth. And it is a Windsor motor in the vehicle. So it's a period correct 351 Windsor that is in the car. Trunk. So there's your gas tank, which is your trunk pan in your Mustangs. So there's generally no holes in those. But the sides here, in nice shape, both on the driver and the passenger. All right. Make sure we don't lock our keys in the trunk. Marty report stays in the trunk, so that when you guys get this beautiful piece of machinery, you will have that Marty report with it. Body lines on the passenger side, same as the driver. Door fitment's real good to the rear quarter, to the front fender. The body lines are fantastic. The paint's real nice. We'll get a shot low on the quarter here behind the rear wheels, where we all know that our classic cars have a tendency to want to start giving us issues. There are no issues on this car. Real nice solid car. Good chrome on the wheels. Lug nuts look to be in good shape. Your Mustang center caps look to be in nice condition. Check out the still photos on our website. We take up close still photos of all 4 wheels and tires. Take a look in the passenger side of the car before we continue with our exterior presentation. Once again, the door panel on the passenger side pretty much mirrors the driver's side in terms of condition. Nice interior on the car, nice exterior on the car. Somebody's going to get themselves a really nice 1970 Mach 1 Mustang with a Marty report. The black interior, you know, once again, passenger seat. You see no rips, no tears. No heavy discoloration in anything. Good cushion. Center console's in pretty decent condition. It's a good looking car. Let's check out the passenger side door. Again, paint condition is really nice. Definitely, for those of you that are car show goers, if you take this to a car show, it's definitely going to not only draw some attention, but probably win you some trophies, awards, and definitely some conversation. It's a beautiful car. I love this color. We've had, it's our 3rd one through this year, Calypso Coral. The front fender on the passenger side is the same as the driver's. No paint issues whatsoever. The paint on the car, I mean, paint's always a difficult conversation to have because everybody's always got their own opinion of, you know, a great paint job or a nice paint job. You know, we get some body men through our showroom that want to, you know, give their opinion of paint and body work and whatnot. I mean, I look at a lot of cars. I buy and sell a lot of cars. This is a very high quality paint job. Once again, I don't know when it was done, but I can tell you this was no $4,000 paint job. There was definitely some money put into this. Several coats of color, several coats of clear, and it presents fantastic. Before we go drive this beautiful 1970 Mach 1 Mustang, let's throw it in the air, check out the undercarriage, and then we will drop it down on the ground. I haven't driven this one out of the parking lot yet, so I'm curious to see how the vehicle runs. I'll find out, and you'll find out in just a couple minutes. Underneath our 1970 Ford Mustang Mach 1 Calypso Coral, disc brakes up front. We do have a period correct 351 in the car. So it is from April of 1969, and it is a 70 car. Oil pan, I know you probably cannot see it because it's black, black, black up there, but I can see it. Driver's side looks good. Passenger side, you can't see so much. You can get a good shot of the front here. So see the front, how nice and dry it is. It's dry at this time. Looks good. Front seal too. Let's get a shot of the front seal. That's dry at this time as well. Let's continue back on to the exhaust system. You do have a set of dual headers. They are close to the suspension components and are close to the frame rails. However, nothing's rubbed through, dented, caved in, collapsed, anything like that going on the headers. Look to be in good shape. Frame rails on the car look good, both driver and passenger side. You got an H-pipe back here, going to continue on through. I don't see a name brand from the mufflers on here. We'll check it out here momentarily. The floor pans on the car look to be all one solid piece. all the way from the driver's side here, back, and then also on the passenger side. It looks like, well, it looks like, yeah. I take that back. It looks like two pieces of floor pan here that were overlapped, like newer, like one was done before the other one. Well, this looks like newer, and then this looks like older, but so it's not one solid piece. It's a partial pan on the driver's side. Passenger side looks to be all one solid piece, but nonetheless, it's solid floor pan all the way back. There's no rust holes, rot holes, anything like that going on. It's nicely done. Exhaust system has nice welds on it, where it is welded, and then you can see the pipes going back. No rust holes or rod holes or pinholes. Once again, welds back here look to be good. Beads are decent. They're Dynamax mufflers, so and they look to be like a newer muffler. Driver's side, passenger side, both no condensation holes, anything like that going on. Leaf springs in the rear look good. The rear brakes are drum. Gas tank's in good shape, not dented in, caved in. You have chrome tips that we showed you earlier on the walk-around presentation. Have newer Cooper tires. I believe these are from 21, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 21. So November of 21. So they are newer tires. Just a couple of years old. Plenty of tread. You see the wear bars. Those of you not familiar with tire wear, those are your wear bars right there. When the tread depth gets down to the wear bar, it's time to replace the tires. As you can see, plenty of tread left on this radial. Also, no dry rot or cracking between the treads. This is a pretty sweet car. It's time to go drive it and see how it runs out. We're going to do that right now. Okay, it was a rim blow. I told you. Works too. Driver's side turn. That temp gauge does not work. There's an aftermarket one down below that does. I'll show you here in a minute. 5542, 5,542 is not the actual miles on the car. Title reads exempt, true miles unknown, no history on the restoration. Tack. Fuel gauge works. Unfortunately, my guys leave me with no gas, like always, so we're going to go put gas in it. And while we're there, let's check out the turn signal. And how about we check out the turn signal indicators in the hood? I don't know if you can see, passenger side is working. Not sure if you can see with the sun glare. Driver side is also working. Let's stay up at the windshield for a moment and do the wipers. Those work. Temp gauge. We're about 96, 97 degrees in Daytona today. And yeah, we're gonna, normal operating temperature is 190, 200. Well, 190, 195, something like that. Radio. AC/DC. Oil pressure, we're good there. It's a nice car. As you can see, we're idling nicely. Rim below steering wheel works. All of our turn signals work in the hood and the dash. Tack works. Temp gauge works. Gas gauge works. I'm going to show you that. Clock does not work. We don't fix clocks. So when you get the car, I assure you, it will not be working unless you roll over a bump and magically it starts working, which happens occasionally. All right, let's go get gas and then drive it. Tell you something, somebody set this car up nice. Speedo's working. It's got a tiny bit of a hop to it, but it's accurate and functioning. Tack is still functioning. The car tracks real nice and straight going down the road. No hands. For a non-power steering car, it's pretty tight steering. We're cooling nicely. Now keep in mind, it's like 96, 97 degrees out here today in Daytona, all right? And we got a big block Mustang cooling it, 182, 183. Normal operating temperature should probably be like 190, 195. That's like your safe haven with this particular motor. However, this one's cooling even better, so that's, hey, the cooler the better. You don't want to push these old cars too hot, you know? A real nice smooth ride to it. No engine vibrations, no tranny vibrations whatsoever. Real easy keyway to find. So for those of you that aren't real great with shifting old cars like me, it's real easy to find the keyway. We're idling nicely. Not stalling out. Look at the RPM gauge holding tight there. All right. Let's see if we can run it through a few gears here. Wait for some traffic to clear. Turn it off there at 75. So I only gave it about half throttle. If you mash it 3/4 throttle, you'll spin the rear tires without a problem. This 351 is set up extremely nice. Don't know how many horsepower, so don't ask. We don't have a dyno, but let me tell you something. This motor's set up nicely. The entire drivetrain's set up nicely. It shifts with ease. The response in the throttle is immediate. It's plenty of horsepower. It gets up and goes. I mean, you know, a lot of cars, some older cars, you know, you give it 3/4 throttle and it's going to want to pop through the exhaust or pop through the carburetor, and this car doesn't do that. It's a nice setup machine. We're still, look, 182, 183, somewhere in that ballpark. No vibration or pulsation out of the brakes whatsoever. Push my clutch here so we don't stall out. This is just a nice car. Real nice paint, real nice interior, awesome drivetrain. There's nothing better than when you have a classic car that the paint's nice, the interior's nice, and the freaking drivetrain's set up correctly. Somebody set up the motor right. It's not idling too low. It's not idling too high. You don't have to keep your foot on the throttle to keep the thing running. I mean, this is just a really nice car. If you're looking for a nice Mach 1, and this thing's, I can't say enough about it. I love it. I'd like to own this one for myself. 386-944-9219 is our contact phone here in Daytona Beach. Hanksters.com is our website. That's where you can find all the photos of this car today, along with this video presentation you're watching right this very moment. The full retail price, our 70 Mach 1, includes shipping in the lower 48 United States on an enclosed carrier. It also includes a powertrain warranty. That warranty is good on the drivetrain, internal components of that motor, transmission, and rear end. It doesn't cover any kind of oil leaks or tranny leaks or tires, brakes, you know, any type of wear and tear items. It just covers your major mechanical breakdowns. Is the price of this beautiful Mach 1 negotiable? Most certainly it is within reason. If we negotiate the price of the car, the warranty comes off. The warranty is good at full retail price only. There's no exceptions to that, so you don't have to bother asking about that. Also, the shipping comes off. Yes, we do have to employ somebody to research the driver, make sure they're properly licensed, bonded, and insured to carry this beautiful piece of equipment. Have to reach out to the driver, set up the pickup. Have to set up the delivery. Have to pay the driver on pickup. Have to track the progress of your car to make sure it's getting from where it's supposed to be picked up here in Daytona to where it's supposed to be going to you wherever you're located at. At a negotiated cost, you can do that legwork yourself. Of course, maybe you are a car collector, enthusiast, hobbyist, and you have your own open or enclosed trailer. You're more than welcome to come trailer this Mustang home from Daytona Beach. And if you're local to us here in the Sunshine State, and you want to come drive this Mach 1 home, check out our beautiful showroom, you can do that also. One last time on the temp. Hanksters Hot Rods is located in Central Florida, Daytona Beach. And our website is hanksters.com. Check us out. We'd love to earn your business.